So I'm going to show you a couple little tips and tricks that will make them last, and also a little troubleshooting trick that you will love. Alright, so we're going to start with a gel like this. It's quite a thick gel, as you can see, doesn't come out. A real thick one is good to adhere gels. Now, I'm going to use a little dotting tool, work out where you'd like your charm and just place it on the nail. Then come in and place your charm where you'd like, and then you can use your tool to maneuver it to wherever you want. Make sure you center it, and also remember that the client view, they sometimes look at the nail, and the nails could be slightly a different view to what you're looking at. So check this before you cure in the lamp. So at this stage you can come in, you can kind of clean up if you've got any excess gel around the nail. So using an IPA white or a gel brush. Now what I like to do first of all is adhere the gem to the nail and give it a flash cure. So a flash cure is basically to stop the gem from moving around as you are either securing more gems to the nail, or you just like to touch up this one here. Alright, so let's place it in. So what I'm going to do is bring it in here. I'm going to pop it in for a flash cure. Now at this stage it's cured just enough, so literally about 5 seconds. But what happens if, say, it had to slip to the side a little bit, you know? It's still enough that I can actually move it. As you can see, it's still gluttonous, and I could ever so slightly push it along. Now I'm going to also show you what you can do if you take it in, your client cures the nail, and what a lot of clients tend to do is go, like, they flick the nail up before the lamp and go, oh my god, I'm obsessed with my gems, and then it flips off the nail or it goes sideways. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So I'm going to pop it in. We're going to pretend that your client has gone, oh my god, obsessed, flicked up the hands, or maybe it has slid off during the curing process. Now I've used a very thick gem gel. Some gem gels that I have used can slide off very easy. In fact, I use another really good one and it slips and slides everywhere. So you really have to play a bit of ping pong with it sometimes. So now we're going to pretend that this is now cured. So as you can see, oops, what are we going to do? Oh my god, the client can't leave with the wonky nail. You literally get your cuticle nippers and just press and off it comes. So you can at this stage then buff off the excess with a buffer. So now we're going to put the charm back on again. We're going to pretend that we have buffed off any of the gem glue and put another top coat if we had needed to, and then we can come in and place our little charm on again. Depending on how much it has cured, you may have to get another charm if you've ruined it, but this is how we would adhere it. So depending on how particular your client is, you might have some clients that might not want the glue to show in here. I highly encourage you though, in these little bits in here, to actually fill it with glue, because that's going to make it last. So what I'm going to do is just adhere it. So now we are going to give this a full cure. I'm really happy with how this is looking. It's not wonky. Let's put it in for 60 seconds. And then I've got more tips to show. So at this stage, guys, you would probably think it's finished. Well, it's not. You do have to seal this more if you would like it to last. So I then like to come in and see these little holes in here? Fill these babies up. Like I said, if you've got a client that is very particular and does not want the glue in here for whatever reason, then you don't have to. But I like to, if you've got any holes or anything like that, fill it up with your gem glue, because A, it's going to reduce the amount of catching that the charm's going to do on your client's nails and hair and clothes, and B, it's just going to help with the adhesion. I've just put a little bit too much in there. Alright, now if you want to remove at any stage any of the glue, remember you can use IPA, and really avoid touching the charm at all with your glue, because what happens is it's going to dull the sparkle. Now with charms, you don't have to kind of worry too much. With Swarovski crystals or crystals in general, that really is going to dull their shine. Alright, so now what you can also do is get a little bit and then just treat it almost like a diamond ring. Just kind of go around the edges and really seal anywhere where it's going to catch. You see under here, like these little bits under here, that can really easily catch. And that's where it's going to potentially get on a bit of clothing or something and lift. So make sure you're really getting in here and sealing it, just like a diamond ring. And then, same with around here, sealing it like a diamond, like a jeweler would. There's many techniques. I have so many techniques depending on what kind of charms I use, what sizes, but this is just a really stock standard way. I feel like you'll kind of, you know, get hold of this quite easily. Now, cure. You go in there and do a full cure for 60 seconds. Some glues are 30, I recommend 60 to give it a nice cure. And then at this stage, I would then come through and use a high shine top coat and just come through, and you can actually just get your brush and just go around if you want. You don't have to, you can leave it as is, but if you feel like maybe you want to make this a little bit more glassy, it's going to give that nice glassy look, so you can just get a little brush, put a bit of high shine top coat and cure, and that is it. So that is our first nail. Now, our second nail. I've got this prepared, I've got top coat on, some crystals on. Now, this is a little bit more of a chunky style. So we're gonna do this one here. I'm gonna show you a little technique how to use it with glue. Now, I don't really want this to be straight. I want this to kind of be a little bit more lopsided, just to create a little bit of interest. Now, that looks really good when you're using kind of things a little bit more off to the center, a little bit more diagonal sometimes. So, once again, we're going to come in and put the gem, and I'm roughly looking at the surface in here. So, I'm really going to focus on kind of putting it diagonal, roughly where I'm going to put my gem. Now when you're using a bigger charm, you want to use a lot of gem gel. Okay, like that. And then come in and just press down gently like that. And, all right, now I'm happy with that. I'm just going to quickly go along the sides and just kind of make sure I've cleaned up my gem gel just with a line or a striping brush. I do have another technique which I really am excited to show you about for more chunky styles like this, and that will be the next video. Stay tuned. Once again, trying to really fill the sides and the edges with your striping brush to seal. So, cure for 60 seconds. And here's another little technique that you can use, kind of doubling up gel and glue is a good idea. So, what I like to So there we have it. So we've got the nail charms. This is just the end result of me coming in and sealing the edges. And that's it.